Hey, it's Tommy the Butcher for Wise Guys Barbecue with a new video for you today. What do you get when an ordinary smashburger ends up in a head-on collision with an Italian grinder? A Wise Guy smashburger, that's what you'll get. Buckle up, because I'm going to show you how you can do this at home. But before we get started, please like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you will not miss an episode. Stick around, we're cooking together. All right, so we're going to get started here. We're going to get our smash burgers all smashed out. So I got about a quarter pound each for each burger, and we're going to line them up on some parchment paper. And I'm using a tool specifically designed for this. However, you could use anything. You could use the back of a pan, anything that's a flat surface. Certainly can use that. Anything that will get these pressed out. You can even use your hands. It's not necessary to use this, but this makes the job much easier. So it's going to go in there. It's literally quite simple. Just get them all smashed out. Like I said, I got about a quarter pound. 4 ounces makes a decent smash burger. It's going to be quite thin. It's going to spread quite a bit. So anything more than 4 ounces, if you go to 6 ounces, it'll just be too big in my opinion. All right, so let's get cooking. We're using a flat top, and it's a stovetop accessory, and it's very critical when you're doing these smash burgers. You're looking for a surface temperature of about 400 degrees. A little more will do, actually, even better, because once we place these on the grill, it's going to lose some of that heat retention. So, about 400 degrees to get these things cranking. Let's get them on. Oh. Got one thing. We're using beef tallow today for our fat. Beef tallow works great. Highly recommend avocado oil as an alternative because it has a very, very high smoke point. Olive oil won't quite work. Butter certainly will not work because we're talking about some high temperatures, and especially in butter, a lot of the milk solids are going to burn, and you'll get a lot of smoking involved. So. All right, so I just spooned on maybe a couple of teaspoons of beef tallow. We're going to get this all spread out on a griddle top here. And it's literally going to, you want to hear that sear, that sizzle. The minute you place the burgers on your cooking surface, that's what we're looking for. And you really want to stay with this because this is going to go fast, really, really fast. On they go. Now on these Wise Guys burgers, we're not using any seasoning whatsoever. No salt, no pepper. Only because all the cold cuts that we're going to be building our burgers with all have a great deal of sodium in it. This hot capicola has a lot of heat present as well. So there's no need to season these whatsoever. Just get them on the flat top, get them on the griddle, whether you do them in a frying pan on the grill. Just get a nice crispy caramelization on them. All right, those are on a couple of minutes. We give them a flip, and then let them go another couple of minutes, and then we're going to place our cheese on them next. All right, these are coming along just fine. They're almost done, and now's the perfect time to get our buns on the grill, so we can get a little grill mark on these as well. Get a little color. All right. Our buns are almost there. Just a little more color. All right, so we got our burgers done, and now comes the fun part because we can get to build this. We can assemble all the parts to create the finished product. So before we start that, I just want to go over some of the ingredients that are going to go onto this burger. First of all, we got some Italian cold cuts here, and the quality of which you won't find anywhere here in the Northeast other than one particular place, and that's Atwells Avenue, the Federal Hills section of Providence. I got my cold cuts at Tony's Colonial. They're an Italian deli. They've been in business for 60 plus years, and when you go to a specialized shop like that, you never have to tell them how you want it sliced. Automatically, they're just going to do a fantastic job, and you'll walk away with razor thin. Everything will be nicely layered and stacked. So let's get started here. So first thing I'm going to do, we're going to go on with I'm gonna use an Italian giardiniera for our relish. Now what this is, it's a pickled a bunch of vegetables. There's green peppers, there's carrots. They'll use cauliflower, but it's a highly spicy pickled, it's like a relish, like an Italian relish. So I'm gonna go a little bit on each burger to start with. That'll be our base. Now this has some heat to it. So you wanna be very, very careful. I can see celery in here as well. So just in a little bit to create some flavor. You can see why I wanted to put this on the bottom now. All right, next I'm gonna go with a little bit of arugula. This is a baby arugula. Just wanna place a couple of little leaves on here. All right, and next, a nice slice of beefsteak tomato. And at this point, we're gonna go in a little bit of olive oil for more flavor, for more moisture. And I'm gonna use a little bit of balsamic glaze. You have a little bit of an acidic component. This is highly concentrated, so it's very, very sweet as well. So just a little dollop. Next, just a slice of a sweet onion. We're getting there. Now I'm gonna go into a little bit more arugula. Now comes the fun part, because I have all our cold cuts laid out, and I have 4 particular cold cuts. So we have a hot capicola, we have a Genoa salami, we have prosciutto di Parma, which is everybody's favorite, and I'm also doing a mortadella, which happens to be my favorite Italian cold cut on the planet, especially when you can find it with the pistachio nuts in it. So there's no rhyme or reason with a sequence for this. Just start grabbing slices and just building it in layers. So I'm gonna do a couple slices of the salami first to begin with, and a little bit of the hot capicola. This is very, very thin. It's actually razor thin, so I'm using a couple slices of each. And next I'm gonna go with the prosciutto di Parma. And last but certainly not least is the mortadella. I'm gonna go in just another drizzle of the balsamic glaze. And another drizzle of olive oil. And there it is. All I have to do is clean up all my workstation here, and we'll come back in a couple of minutes. We'll show you the finished product, and we'll get it all plated up for you just in a minute. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, folks, so there you have it. It's a Wise Guys original. It's an original period. You're not gonna see this anywhere else on the planet. Wise Guys smashburger. I can't think of 2 things that go together well, in my opinion, than a smashburger and an Italian grinder. So you have it all in one package. I can't wait to dive into this, and I can just see the flavors. Here we go. How's that look? All right, so I'm gonna pick this up very carefully because there's a lot going on here. This is gonna be like a flavor explosion. You can see the burger, you can see the layers, the cold cuts, the salami, the capicola, the mortadella, the onion, the tomato. It's all there, it's one package. Here goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Outstanding. It's off the chart good. There's so many layers of flavor here. You gotta try this. It's really simple. It's not hard, difficult at all. So give this a shot, try it at home. Everybody's gonna love it. This is Tommy the Butcher for Wise Guys Barbecue. Please like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you will not miss an episode. Thank you for watching. I can't wait to see you next time.